Good evening, everyone. We are in uh, Isabel's gym. She got a message from Tootie saying that she had some stuff she wanted to talk to her about and that she needed a friend. So, of course, Isabel was more than happy to meet with her and things. So, she invited her to the gym. Which is a good place to have people meet, especially if you don't want to be overheard. Um, as she has access to it until 2, 3 in the morning, and it's now around midnight. So she's instructed Tootie to just come in the door. The office is open and the door is unlocked, and she's sitting in there shuffling through paperwork and going over things, making sure everything's in order. So yeah, she's just sitting there waiting for her.
At which point the door of her office will probably barrel open quite dramatically as Tootie just storms in, quite just boom, backpack over her back, leather jacket and like tracksuit pants. She just literally just bursts in the door, like quite flustered and very, very agitated.
Yeah, Isabell is dressed extremely casually. Obviously, she's in like yoga type pants and a tight fitting tank top, and her hair's pulled back into a ponytail, and she has tennis shoes on. But she smiles at Tootie, even though she's a little startled by her just bursting in like that. So she does jump slightly. But she good evening.
Hiya, Bianca. She kind of slams her bag down and sits down quite, sorry, she would have said Isabel. Hi, Isabel. I'm quite just... She kind of just pulls her hair back. You can actually visibly see like that she's just been pulling at it quite aggressively.
She gets a bit of a concerned look on her face as she moves away from her desk and just goes over toward you to sit down beside you on the little bench that's there. Is everything all right? What's going on?
Just getting agitated, and well, to be honest, she kind of just laughs a bit. It's very kind of this very angry sort of laugh. Just want to punch something, to be perfectly honest, Isabel. I want to punch a particular person quite hard in the face.
Well, I got a couple things out there you could punch if you want.
She nods. She actually does. She nods as she takes off her jacket, and she's in a long kind of Public Enemy type t-shirt and like tracksuit pants. And she goes, "Yeah, can you?"
She'll stand up and she'll lead you out towards the main body of the gym and over to a pommel horse, which is basically just it's a bench that's covered in leather usually, or some type of cloth with a couple of handles on it that I don't know if you've watched gymnastics or not to know what that is.
I know what it is.
Okay, yeah, so she'll lead you over to one of those, and so you can punch this all you want. I don't think you're going to do anything to it.
She looks at it and she's almost like you can tell she's had some maybe form of training, maybe she's took like taekwondo lessons or something, but it's quite comical. You can tell she hasn't done it in a long time. She kind of just adopts this kind of awkward stance and begins to punch just ridiculous, like haymakers basically. There's no like it's just haymakers left and right. As she proceeds to belt the pommel horse repeatedly.
She pummels the pommel horse.
Pretty much, yeah. She that thing. But
that's funny. Isabel will let her do that for a little bit to work out her frustrations before inquiring again about what's going on.
After about 10 minutes, I'd say, she just looks back as she brushes her long hair out of her face. Sorry about that. I just... Yeah. It's really hard when you're bottling everything in.
I know, I do. Believe me. Um,
Just stressed, you know?
I know. She takes your hand.
She just gives it a smile. Is- she kind of just smiles at her weakly. How have you been?
Been doing all right, working a lot. Mostly just working, trying to stay busy.
Yeah. Well, I've been had a busy, busy week. She kind of smiles to herself. By the way,
Oh,
I need to give you a heads up. By the way, she brushes her hair out of her
okay.
face. She kind of looks around, even though there's people there, she'll still do that kind of casual look around and she kind of leans in. Don't trust Lily with anything, Isabel. No,
Oh, I don't.
no, she kind of gives you a very serious look. I'm serious. Don't trust her in the slightest.
What's she done?
There's something else going on, but I want to know more before I fill you in on that. But you know that Josephus guy, Tremere, the
Mm-hmm.
outsider.
Yeah, she gets a very uneasy look on her face when you mention him, and she nods.
He has a place called Babylon where he makes people practice the 7 sins, but he doesn't. It's not for punishment; it's for relishment. I think to embrace them. And I wanted to check it out, so I brought Lily along the first time, and I asked Lily not to go see him without me being there because I don't trust him. And she
Right.
went. She went, and I think she's after involving herself in some sort of ceremony with him. I overheard them talking.
Well, if that's something that she wants to do, I suppose there's nothing we can do to stop it, but we definitely know that we're not going to trust either of them now, don't we?
She's lying to me. She lied to me.
Of
She
course
like her
she did.
eyes narrow.
Of course she did. She's an outsider.
Yeah, well, Norm, watch what you say.
Hmm.
She may have done something serious, but I want to find out before I'm sure.
She nods.
But don't tell her anything, Isabel.
I won't. I haven't.
Just, and if she asks about me, Bianca, or Delarue, you don't tell her anything, okay?
Okay. What's so special about?
She kind of just looks at you, and you can see her thinking. Something might have happened, and it needs a bit of clearing up, but we may think Lily's involved.
Strange, but makes a little sense.
It's just, I don't know all the
She was
facts yet, so
asking she was asking me a lot of questions about Club Gemini and if all of us hang out there a lot and if I could arrange for all of us to hang out there one night.
she gets very serious and like right up in your face. No. She asked, you refuse.
Hmm.
She she may have be putting Bianca in danger.
You see a flash of almost anger on her face at the thought of that.
She kind of raises her hand, but I don't know yet. Okay? But don't kind of like rubs her hair. Just, something's after happening and Bianca might be in danger and I think Lily might not be helping. But I'm not sure yet, Isabel.
what kind of danger?
She kind of
What?
looks uncomfortable. It involves gangs or something.
Right.
But
Have you
I
seen
would
her?
she just nods her head.
How's she doing?
Um she kind of looks almost. She gives you kind of this weird expression. Did Bianca? She kind of rubs her hair. You know the way I get really bad sometimes. My
Yes.
I think she was having one of them, but I was there and was sat with her and all that, and I think maybe the stress or something.
She has episodes where she relives things that happened.
Well, that's why I don't want to go on any information yet. She told me I'm going to wait till she's back in, back into normal.
Yes, you should speak with her again when she's better.
Just promise me
You
you
can
won't
tell
tell.
that Isabel's struggling with that information. Like, part of her wants to just bolt out of there and go to Bianca, but she knows better than that. Just,
She gives her a gentle smile as she like squeezes her shoulder. I looked after her for a while. I sat with her, and I go through a lot of things like that. So, you know,
thank you.
but you gotta promise that you're not gonna tell Lily. If she asks to arrange a public meeting, tell her
No.
no. Just say
No.
no.
No. I'm, yeah, pretty sure that I'm going to steer clear of her for a while. Uh,
Just until I have 100% proof. We treat. We just be careful.
oh, I will. Even more so now. Thank you for telling me. Oh, this could be bad.
We don't know yet. I'm gonna leave it with. I'm figuring it out at the moment. I don't want to tell you the full details because it'll just make it worse. I'm trying to keep it as low key as I can. Okay, I just
I
want you to.
understand that. It's probably best if I don't know all the information.
She nods her head quite seriously, but I've only just found out today what's really going on. So,
Right. Well, you know where I'm at if you need my help.
it's not this gangland thing. I don't trust her over. It's the thing that with Josephus. I don't like that
Right.
place.
Hmm.
Just
You think I should let, no. Maybe I should get some more information first before I make a move like that.
she just nods. Well, I want to build a bit more before I can present my findings. But Lily is
I
bad
definitely
news.
think that if he's doing something like that, that his Primogen should know.
Maybe we wait and find out because maybe the Primogen already does know. But I just want to be sure that he's not breaking anything.
Of course. That's why I said I should get some more information before I just go saying things to people.
Exactly. But that's what I mean. If Lily asks, you just make up a story. Don't tell her why. Don't tell her anything. Okay?
I can do that.
And don't. And if she says you can come to Babylon, she shakes her head like
Oh, I
very
won't go.
seriously.
I will not go. Um, you know, this is going to sound weird, but the myths about us that, and crosses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, for some reason, it's not a myth. I do not like them. Actually, pretty repelled by them.
Is that like
Uh,
a Toreador thing?
no, not that I'm aware of. I think it's just, I don't know. It's just something that happened. Uh, I never really liked them much to begin with before I was became like this. So that could be maybe, my dislike for them just intensified with the embrace.
She just nods. Sometimes it takes me a while to wake up. Sometimes she just gives a smile. She
Yeah.
always like
So, and he
first
carries
one
one of
away.
those, so I can guarantee you I'm not going anywhere with him.
Can you teach me how to. She kind of looks awkward over at her bag. I have a knife in my bag. Can you teach me how to use it?
Oh, sure.
It's-
It's not that hard. You just gotta know how to hold it right.
I'm getting better with the shooting and stuff like that. I practiced. You know, I just don't want to be nervous every time a situation happens. I want to be a bit more confident, you know?
Yes. Oh, the way that you were punching that horse, uh, looks like you've taken some sort of martial arts. Am I correct?
A bit of judo, yeah. You know,
So
nothing.
you just tap into that knowledge while you're holding the knife, and you'll be just fine.
She just nods. She,
I can take you through some if you like.
she smiles then kind of awkwardly, so you can spar with me or something, you know?
Sure. Why not? I might
Yes.
even let you stab me a time or two. That'd be fun.
She kind of gives a very mortified expression. Just, okay.
And Isabell is very serious. Like she really likes the idea of getting stabbed.
She kind of just looks very, very mortified as she kind of awkwardly
Well,
goes over to it.
you're not gonna
So,
kill me or nothing.
I know, but still, you know. Um, yeah, so what do I do? She kind of stands there awkwardly, kind of in the center, kind of like, she
She
looks awkward
she
as hell.
leads you over to the floor exercise mat, which is, a huge area to work with. It might remind 2D a lot of the mats that you would practice on in uh, jujitsu, whatever it is that you learned. Um, it's the same type of material and stuff like that, the same type of mat.
Mhm.
Um, so she'll take you over there, and she'll take the knife from your hand for a moment and kind of, let's see. Since she's not stabbing anything, I'm going to use Dex Athletics for this
Okay.
because she's just going to kind of show you how she uses it without, stabbing anything. She's just going to be swiping at the air. Um, do, do, roll. Oh, yeah.
Well,
So that's exceptional. So you see it's almost like a dance that she does, these fluid movements with the knife as she's swiping and slashing, and it's quite beautiful. It's almost like art.
oh, Judy kind of just has this like, just whoa sort of expression in her face. It's just like complete open mouth
And
and
it's
just,
not like martial arts. It's almost like ballet that she's doing with it. It's very fluid and elegant the way that she uses it.
wow, that's, wow. She kind of just looks like it's sort of standing there kind of wide eyed. So, she kind of shakily takes the knife off you, and here we go.
You do
Oh,
Dex Athletics or Performance, whichever you have
yeah,
higher up.
this would be Dex Athletics, so
Okay.
that's not too bad. It's nowhere near as
No, but it's still good.
perfect. Yeah, it's nowhere near as perfect as Isabel's, but there's definitely some sort of technique there. You know, you can tell that she's not
Mm.
awful. You know what I mean? It just needs maybe a bit more training.
Right. Well, Isabell can definitely tell that she's not used to holding the knife, which was expected, but that she still can tap into that training that she received with the martial arts. So she gives you a clap.
She kind of just looks down and just gives you a smile. I'm much better with a
That was
baseball
very
bat.
good.
She gives a
Well,
kind of
because you're
gives a neat
used to it.
smile.
You just got to get used to holding the knife and don't be afraid of it. If you accidentally cut yourself, oh well, you're going to heal a lot better than they are. So,
Mm-hmm. But
unless you're fighting another one of us.
well, I wasn't too bad in Hyde Park, right?
No. No, you weren't. You were great.
Yeah. She kind of just gives a smile. I don't know. I just wanted to do it, and I just did it. You know. She kind of just gives this awkward smile. Um,
So, Isabell is going to kind of take a stance and she's going to say, all right. Come at me.
She gives you kind of this look like, huh? It's this genuine, just pure confusion of just what? Do I?
Come on. Come at
Am I?
me. Just
Am I punching
try
you?
and
Or am I stabbing you?
no, you're gonna try and slash at me or stab me or something. I want to see how you can actually use that knife. You're not gonna get comfortable with it unless you actually use it.
She just nods her head quite meekly and crouches
So
down and just kind of
roll your
dex
dex
roll.
melee.
I'll explain
R-
it. Here we go.
Dex melee. Roll your dex melee. If you don't
Oh no! Oh no, 2D.
all right. I'm gonna roll Dex Athletics. She's not trying to dodge you per se, but she isn't going to let you just run up and stab her. You know what I mean? So, is
Mm-hmm,
just for
mm-hmm.
sparring technique. I'm rolling Dex Athletics,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
um, and
Oh!
that is a fail. So
Oh shit!
she attempts to kind of fend you off, but she's not having it. So you actually managed to get in a swipe or two, which she winces, but it's not in pain.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
like not in the normal type of pain that you would notice. So go ahead and roll your damage for that, which is
So
strength
it's
plus 1+1. Yeah, so strength plus 2 altogether.
okay. Strength plus 2. Oh shit! Oh,
Well, yeah, you got her good. Then she takes 2 bashing. So or wait, is knives lethal?
Knives are lethal, aren't they?
Hang on, I got a weapons chart here somewhere. Uh, 2D is better than you think.
God, Hermes Silversmith has influenced her again with his amazing chest bump.
Right.
I think knives are lethal, aren't they?
I think so. Uh, yeah. Um. Yeah, knives are lethal. Okay, so she takes 2.
I got
Wait,
4.
is it only? Oh, crap. Hang on just a second. Sorry for the delay, folks. We have to look stuff up.
We have to make sure I haven't
Well, you haven't like hacked off an arm or something, but oh. Is it on the forum? Custom rules, combat. Just says, yeah, lethal damage.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's lethal since it's a knife.
Yes, it is. But is lethal halved or not?
I don't think it is, no.
No. So she takes 4 lethal.
Oh,
So
oh.
yeah, she's hurt.
Yeah, so like
You've like
Isabel probably
so
tried to.
basically what happened is you came at her and um she didn't block you properly and you slashed right across her chest. Her tank top is ripped open and there's no blood coming out because she's not forcing herself to bleed or anything, but there's a deep gash in her chest. As you've just dealt 4 lethal damage to her.
2D kind of like drops the knife and is like, Oh,
She drops to her knees, but yes, she's in pain, but she's not mad about it.
oh, just kind of like 2D's like looking at her like, I am so sorry. Kind of like awkwardly trying to like take steps towards her.
Uh, uh, it's okay. It's okay. I actually needed this.
And
I'm
she looks at
gonna go
his
ahead and spend. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 blood point right now to heal 1 point of that lethal. Um,
2D's kind of when she says, "I actually needed this." 2D's like the look on 2D's face. They're like, "Are you fucking insane?" Like 2D's eyes are like wide. What? Uh,
I t- I've told you before that I like pain,
But
and I haven't had any like this in a while. So, and she's got her eyes closed and she's just on her knees and she's almost reveling in this. And yes, she's healed a little bit of it. And she's not going to heal all of it. She will let it heal naturally overnight. But
are you?
she's going to, and you notice that she actually keeps touching it, poking at it. Um,
She kind of just slaps her hand away. No, leave it alone.
what?
It's don't. She kind of like 2D's kind of very very flustered. She's like, so I'm really sorry.
I'm not
Isabel.
mad. There's no reason for you to apologize. She then stands up and she goes into her office to get a different shirt.
Really kind of awkwardly, meekly picking up the knife very gently and meekly following. You know what I mean? Like putting it down on the bag and like wrapping it and stuff like that. Kind of almost like, yeah, I'm gonna leave you alone now. Kind of walking over very.
The good thing
Uh,
is there's no blood on your knife.
but she's kind of just meekly puts it in her bag and then kind of just goes, yeah, yeah, and kind of runs meekly after Isabel. Like I am so sorry.
It's okay. There's you. I told you you don't need to apologize.
Did I do good then?
Yes, you did very well. You are a natural with that.
She kind of just like rubs her hair. It's like I don't know whether to feel good or to feel bad about that.
Don't feel bad. As if she's like reading your mind about because she can tell that
Yeah.
you are just mortified by this. Please don't feel bad about it. We both got something we needed tonight.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to hurt you, you know. And
But see, that's the thing, though. You didn't hurt me.
she just gives you a look, you know.
I mean, you did, but you didn't, if that makes sense. Not in the way that you think.
Okay, okay.
Look, I want you, well, the next time you see Bianca, I want you to tell her what happened here tonight with the knife training and stuff. And I want you to get her reaction from it.
She just looks at you. She's not gonna like hit me or anything.
No. I guarantee you she's going to smile and she's going to ask you if I enjoyed it.
She just kind of gives you this like, oh, is this like a sex thing you guys do?
It's not about sex, honestly. I mean, we're kindred. Sex doesn't really matter that much
But
anymore.
is this like a kinky thing then? She kind of just looks very confused. Is this something like, do you guys stab each other? She just kind of adopts this kind of expression on my overlay. She kind of just like,
um, well, We don't stab each other. I am the one that gets stabbed, and she's the one that does the stabbing.
Well, that's not fair. Aren't you guys equal relationships and all that? Shouldn't you like
No,
stab each other?
no. Our relationship has never been equal, and that's just fine by me and her.
That's no fun.
But it is. It's very fun. She gets almost this look of longing on her face, but she's smiling. She's reminiscing. It's it's hard to understand. Our minds work a little bit differently. We revel in things that other people don't. For
Okay.
me, pain is more like a need than a want. I need it. If it's almost like a drug. If I don't get my fix, then I might harm myself, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. She kind of just nods. Yeah. So
She knew that putting it in terms like that Tootie might understand.
yeah, she does. She kind of just seems to click with her. And it's like, oh, okay. So it's like you're oh, okay. She just nods her head. So she gets a smile on her face. So if I found you drugs that made you feel everything, like you're high, but everything seems more aware. If you get me, it's like when you touch your skin, you can actually feel the deepness in your
Like
skin.
heightening the senses.
Sort of like that.
Well, I can do that naturally, I guess you could say, but would that make it more even with using that?
She just nods her head very slowly.
Hmm.
How are
I'll
the
con- I'll consider that.
just, pick me up and if you need anything. I know plenty of not illegal drugs, actual normal drugs that they give to you that really do some crazy things.
I'll keep that in mind.
How are the vials I gave you? Did you like them?
I actually have not used any of them yet.
You should use one for. She points at your chest for that.
No, I like to feel it.
Oh, you'll feel it. Just give it to your person you want to feed off of, and when you touch it, you can actually push yourself deeper into the wound. You get me?
She nods. Yeah. And she's almost contemplating she's going over this in her mind like does she want to get one of her other clients, not her coaching clients, but her pro clients? Does she want to get one of them high, feed off of them, have them beat on her some more? Hmm.
I used
She
to
doesn't say
take
any
them.
of this out loud. It's all
Oh no,
here.
Tudis keep is talking while you're having this big deep contemplation. Tudis like I used to take them a lot at one stage. You know, they did the job really well.
Yeah.
You just, got to keep on top of it. But Tudis here to do that for you. She gives you a smile.
She smiles back.
So yeah, are you gonna be all right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be just fine.
She
What
just
about
nods.
you? Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, yeah. She kind of just gives you a look like bit
How did you
nervous.
get here? Did you walk? Did you drive? Did
I
you
walk. I walk. I walk everywhere. I walk
Do you want
everywhere.
me to give you a ride? I know that we live
So she shakes her
in the
head. No, no, no,
same.
no. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
Just, just to be safe.
I understand. All right. Well, I need to lock up here. Uh, and please keep me apprised of the situation with Bianca.
I when I know more, I'll let you know more. I don't know a lot, so I'm not gonna tell you
Of
some gobs
course,
of
but
some
I know,
speculation and
but
gob.
I just like to know how she is.
She's okay. She's just probably the stress, you know.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
So you see her then. She closes her eyes and just nods her head slowly, like almost like there's a grind, like something like when you grind a piece of metal off another piece. She just seems to close her eyes and wince. Mm. And she kind of looks up at you, probably staring at her. She's like, "Sorry, sorry."
It's okay. You sure you're all
Uh,
right?
yeah, it's just when I get stressed out, things get,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah. No, I know. She takes your hand and squeezes it.
She just gives a smile. Um, yeah, just she just awkwardly kind of tugs at her shoulder. Then, beyond Isabel, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Is it wrong of me to see an opportunity and to take advantage of it so I can make myself look better? But if that means doing that, I might put down a person that I care about. Not like harm them, but you know, get up the chain a
No.
bit.
No, it's not wrong. It's not. Well,
Like I'm not putting them in any danger or anything. It's just
of
getting
course.
ahead.
Yes. No, honestly, that's the only way you're going to get ahead is by stepping on those weaker than you. Take advantage. You'd be it would be wise to take advantage,
And just
especially in the way that things work in our society is different than it works out there. We have
I'm
to take
just
advantage of those weaker than us.
not good at this whole schoolgirl back and forth type thing.
I'm not either. That's why it's taken me 11 years to start playing the game.
She just smiles. I was actually, ironically, I was better when we were in more time.
So did I. Things seemed honestly simpler. Yeah.
Yeah, well, did you get your thing sorted? Did you? I saw you in Elysium going up to the prince. Are you guys? You Toreador's okay? She gives you a smile.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everything's great. Lenore wasn't mad about anything. She said that it worked out fine, so she didn't see any harm in what I did. I
Told
think
you.
that I
She
think
gives
that
you.
part of her was actually a little bit I wouldn't say impressed, but maybe grateful that I showed that I cared enough
She just
to risk something like that, you know?
she just smiles at you. See, told you it was a good idea.
I knew it was a good idea, but I knew it was a risk, and I think it was a risk worth taking. I'm hoping that she calls upon me if she needs anything.
She just nods and gives you a bright smile. I better go.
Yeah, she grabs her torn tank top and shoves it in her bag and uh, tidies things up real quick and follows you out, grabbing her stuff. And she locks the door. She turns out the lights and locks the door behind you guys. Um, and before she takes off to her car and you take off walking, she gives you a big hug.
She hugs her back and just like run. You could actually feel Aunt Tootie running her hands through her hair. Um, she just gives you an awkward smile. I am. Yeah, I better go.
Good night, Tootie. Don't be a stranger, you hear?
She just smiles. I'll be okay. I'll be around soon.
All right. And she gives you one more squeeze, probably more for herself, squeezing you against her wound. Um, and, and then she lets you go and heads towards her car, smiling um, as she does.
She'll probably, if she sees Tootie, she'll see Tootie duck out. into one of the back alleys where Tootie will obfuscate and walk home obfuscated.
All right, and that's where this scene will come to an end.